First of all, Morgan, how are you physically? I mean, we saw you get hurt yesterday.
I'm doing fine. I had an MRI this morning. Everything checked out pretty much well. So, I'm good. I'm good to go.
Was that your knee?
Yes, sir.
So there's no damage or anything like that?
If we had to play this week, I would be suiting up.
But you always play anyway, so
Morgan, I'm curious, as someone who came from a different organization last year, when you initially thought about the Jets as a possibility, just what was your perception of them from the outside, and then what was it like when you got to actually see it from the inside?
Um, well, I'll start with this because nobody really cares about the perception on the outside, right? But just getting here since day one, since I've been here, man, it's been an upstanding organization. Anytime you got the bones of an owner coming out there every day to see what you're putting on the field for a game, an owner that's involved and willing to do whatever it takes to get this thing turned around. And when you bring in a head coach that has the mentality of just getting better every day and getting the best out of his players, it's a combination for success. So everything that I was told about this organization and told the makeup when I came here on a visit has been 100% true. It's a family organization. It's been great for me and my family, and we really have enjoyed our time here.
I guess my question would be, is it different than what you thought of, because people look at the Jets, I think, around the league, around the country, and say, okay, they haven't been in the playoffs in 11 years. They haven't had a winning season in a long time. There's been stories of dysfunction here, not recently, but in the recent past.
Yeah.
As guys are considering coming here, is it different than the perception you had beforehand?
I think, everybody's situation is different. And so, coming here has been truly a fresh breath of air for me. Just being, here with the organization that is willing to do what it takes to make the players feel comfortable as possible and their families as well. So I think anytime you have those things on the side of you, and you can, you have, like we talk about the daycare at the stadium, which is ridiculous, crazy, but like it's those things like that that make life a lot easier. That when you come to work, all you got to do is worry about football. And that's the key, is that you want guys to come in here and be able to dial in and give all they have and not have to worry about things on the outside. And for that, I'm very thankful. I think it's a great organization. I think Woody and everybody, Rex, all these guys that are in here, Joe Douglas, have a plan in there, and it's playing out. You got your quarterback, you got things that people that can come in and help and turn this thing around. And I don't think it's far away. I think we just got to keep on pushing the button, and we'll get there.
Morgan, you bet on yourself when you signed the contract because you took a 1 year instead of multi-year. How do you think that worked out for you?
You tell me. I think, it's not really necessarily betting on yourself, it's just coming in. I talked about this not too long ago, in a situation where I got released in the middle of May. And so, you don't want to put all your marbles in one basket. You want to see what's out there, and you want to get a feel for, get a feel for organization. And I was able to do that. I think my time here has been a blessing, since day one, because everything they've told me has been, 100% true. Everything they told me that they were going to do has been true. And, honestly, when you got to come out here and work for something every day and it's not given to you, it makes you that much better of a person. And I appreciate them, doing that for me. So, like I said, man, I think this organization has the makeup of being a great organization. And I think the winning is right around the corner.
Morgan, what do you think the key is in getting over that hump and turning, close losses like you guys had against the Buccaneers and some other times this season into wins?
It's a roller coaster, right? So, it's up and down. You lose players, you get great players, and you never really have the same lineup all this season, especially on the offense side of the ball and the defense side of the ball. But I think what you see is you got guys coming out here buying into the system, coming out here every day and working their tails off. And the guys that are getting opportunities, some guys that you would have never heard of before, who get opportunities to play because of the injuries and things like that, and they show up. And that comes down from a trickling effect of your coach being, 100% a player's coach out there running around with the players and just wants you to get better. And as he gets better, he wants to bring you along. And when you get that, that's contagious, and everybody wants to be a part of it. So I think, overall, I think the winning is like I said, is around the corner, and we got a lot of great pieces. And, obviously, we got some draft picks this offseason where we can get some more pieces as well. So I look forward to seeing what was going to go on.
We'll take a few more questions from Morgan.
Morgan, you obviously didn't get a chance to play very much with Mekhi this year, but you've been around him a lot in training camp and throughout the season. What does he have to do other than the obvious, which is get healthy? What does he have to do to live up to his potential as a left tackle?
Oh, the potential is outstanding, right? Like, we've seen what he can do as a player. But, at the end of the day, you got to come to work every day and get better. And he's doing that. He's changing his mindset. He has a lot of great guys around him, leaders like George Fant, who and a lot of older guys who've been there and done it. And so for him, it's just to come in every day and do what he needs to do and get better. I think once you get him on the field, it's about getting people on the field. Once you can get him on the field, he can get comfortable to being the player that he needs to be for himself. But we're from the same area. It was a pleasure being here with him and being able to kind of see how he works and groom him a little bit. And I look forward to seeing how his career takes off.
Are there any more questions for Morgan?
What was your takeaway from Salah's message today to the team?
We're right there, right? We talked about, I think it was like 4 and 8. It was, in the fourth quarter with opportunity with a one down, either up by one score or down by one score. And, who's going to be the professional to get better this offseason to come back in those games next year when we have those close games to be that playmaker or to be that impact blocker or whatever the case is to strive us to get over those humps to win those games. And it's it's about just coming together. We got the off season, we got OTAs, we got training camp, and just seeing how this system has worked in the past. Year 2 has always been the year of a jump. So I look forward to seeing people continue to buy in on the off season, being professionals, getting in the best shape as possible. So when we get in this thing in the off season and OTAs and stuff, we can get the ball rolling.